Germs and diseases. Microbes. Germs are living things. Germs are so tiny that we cannot see them with our naked eye. They are also called microorganisms or microbes. These microorganisms are present everywhere in our environment. These organisms can be seen only with a microscope. Some germs are useful to us and some are harmful. Germs are four types. They are bacteria, virus, fungi, algae, and protozoa. Fascinating fact: viruses can be seen and studied only under an electron microscope. Useful microbes. Some microbes are useful to us in the following ways: fixing nitrogen. Some bacteria converts nitrogen gas from the air into a form that plants can utilize for their growth. The microorganisms that fix nitrogen are known as nitrogen fixing bacteria. They are kept down in the soil and the roots of the plant like peanuts and soya beans. Making medicines and vaccines. Antibiotics are drugs that kill disease causing bacteria. Antibiotics are made from bacteria and fungus. One of the first medicines, penicillin, was discovered in a fungus. Vaccines are also made with microbes. Vaccines protect us against a wide range of diseases. You know, all of us took vaccines against COVID virus. Digestion. All plant foods contain fiber. People can't digest fiber on their own. Microbes in the digestive system of both humans and herbivores help them to break down fiber. They also keep disease causing microorganisms from getting into the intestines. They also play a role in making some vitamins. Baking. Yeast is a type of fungus used to make bread rise. When yeast is mixed with flour, it makes bread rise and become soft and fluffy. Some people used to make idli also soft and fluffy. Making curd and cheese. Lactobacillus is a type of bacteria that turns milk into curd. Lactobacillus and other bacteria is also used to make cheese from milk. Decomposition. Some microbes make compost by eating dead plants and animals. The name for these is decomposers. Mixing this compost into the soil makes the soil full of nutrients. Harmful microbes. Germs are microorganisms that can make you sick. Germs are everywhere: on your desk, in our notebook, on fruits, vegetables, door handles, in the air, in the water, etc. Germs can get into our bodies through our eyes, nose, mouth, and any cuts or scrapes. In different ways, they passed diseases from one person to another. These kinds of diseases are called transmissible diseases. How germs spread. Germs spread diseases from one person to another through contact, through air, contaminated food, insects, etc., which are called communicable diseases. Through infected food and water. Sometimes food and water are infected by germs. Flies carry germs. When they sit on food, they pass on these germs to our food. We fall ill when we eat such foods. Similarly, contaminated water also contains disease causing germs and can make us fall ill. Diseases such as cholera, typhoid, jaundice, diarrhea are spread by infected food and water. It is important to have a good standard of sanitation to prevent the spread of these communicable diseases. Through the air. Coughing or sneezing by a patient releases germs into the air. When a healthy person breathes this air, germs enter their body. These germs then cause the same disease in the person who inhales such air. Common colds, tuberculosis, whooping cough, diphtheria, COVID 19, etc., are spread in this manner. Through direct contact, a person may get a disease when he or she comes into contact with a patient either by using the same towel, clothes, utensils, etc., used by an ill person. Diseases like common cold, chickenpox, measles, COVID, ringworm, and whooping cough spread through physical contact. Through insects bite. When an insect bites a person with illness and pass germs to a healthy person when they bite him, it means the insect swallows microbes from a person who is ill and sends the microbes to a healthy person's body. Diseases like malaria, filariasis, yellow fever are caused by mosquito bites. In 1994, a large number of people were affected by the plague, which is caused by bites of rat fleas in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Similarly, dengue fever is quite widespread. Dengue is caused by the bite of an Aedes mosquito. The bite of a female Anopheles mosquito can cause malaria. When the mosquito bites a person who is already suffering from malaria, the protozoa are sucked up with the blood. When this mosquito bites a healthy person, the protozoa are injected into the person's blood, and in this way, the person gets affected by malaria. Name of the disease, cause, and main symptoms. Common cold. Cause, virus. Main symptom, sore throat, cough, headache. Name of the disease, measles, caused by virus, and the symptoms are red eyes, white spots inside mouth, fever, muscle aches. Hepatitis caused by virus. The main symptoms are weakness, loss of appetite, nausea, fever, stomachache. Chickenpox caused by virus, and the main symptoms are rashes, fever, body ache, uneasiness. Disease dengue caused by virus, and the symptoms are high fever, severe joint and muscle pain, headache, and tiredness. Malaria is caused by protozoa, and the symptoms are fever, chills, headache, sweats, fatigue, nausea. Amoebiasis caused by protozoa, and the symptoms are diarrhea with blood, swelling in intestines. Ringworm caused by fungus, red, ring-like and scaly rash on the skin, itching. Tetanus caused by bacteria. The symptoms are stiffness of jaw, severe and frequent muscle cramps, difficulty in swallowing. Dysentery caused by bacteria, and the symptoms are loose motions with blood, pus, or mucus. Tuberculosis caused by bacteria, and the symptoms are coughing, fever, chills, night sweats, weight loss, fatigue. Typhoid caused by bacteria, and the symptoms are fever, tiredness, headache, loss of appetite, stomachache. Prevention of communicable diseases by maintaining hygiene. Hygiene refers to a set of practices that aid in the maintenance of good health and the prevention of diseases. Given here are few rules of hygiene which you should always try to follow. Wash your hands before eating to remove the dirt and germs on your hands. Wash fruits and vegetables before eating them to remove dirt, chemicals, and pesticides. Always keep the food covered. Do not eat spoiled food, it can make you sick. Drink boiled or pasteurized milk. Always drink pure and clean water. Use clean clothes and bedding. Use a mosquito net or repellent while sleeping. Keep the house clean. Take care to see that kitchen, toilets, and bathrooms are particularly clean and dry. Doors and windows of houses should have wire mesh to keep away flies and mosquitoes. Open gutters or puddles are perfect breeding grounds for flies and mosquitoes. They must be covered or sprayed with pesticides to prevent their breeding. Everyone should cover their mouth and nose with a handkerchief while coughing or sneezing to prevent germs from spreading through the air. If a person is suffering from a communicable disease, keep him away from other people. Do not use any items used by the patient. All articles used by the patient should be kept separately and washed thoroughly with disinfectant. By vaccination. Vaccines are medicines that can prevent a disease from occurring. Vaccines are available for diseases like cholera, typhoid, tetanus, polio, mumps, and hepatitis B. Vaccination enables our body to fight off disease causing germs when they enter the body. We must get ourselves vaccinated at the right time. Sometimes, even if you are careful, you fall ill. Then, you must take medicines on the doctor's advice, take plenty of rest, and follow a proper diet. Fascinating facts. India began administration of COVID-19 vaccines on 16 January 2021. As on 17 June 2022, India has administered over 1.9 billion doses overall, including first, second, and booster doses of the currently approved vaccines. In India, 93% of the eligible population, that is 12 plus, has received at least one shot, and 83% of the eligible population, 12 plus, is fully vaccinated. A vaccine to prevent smallpox was invented by a British doctor, Edward Jenner. Because of the successful vaccine, smallpox has been eradicated from the world. Other diseases. Diseases present at the time of birth. A child is sometimes born with a disease. A disease like this is called a birth defect or a congenital disease. It could be caused in a baby while in the womb of its mother. If a mother drinks or eats something that has dangerous chemicals in it, it could make the baby sick. Congenital diseases can also be caused by parents who are not healthy or by living a bad lifestyle, that is, improper diet, smoking, drinking alcohol, etc. Allergy. Some people get sick because of something they ate, touched, or breathed in. This is called an allergy. When you clean out an old closet full of books or clothes, you may get allergic reactions like heavy sneezing, watery eyes, itching, rashes, or rashes that itch. Different people can get allergies from different things like dust, pollen grains, smoke from firecrackers, or certain perfumes. Common diseases caused by microbes. Cholera. Cholera is caused by a common type of bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. Sometimes it occurs in epidemic form. Symptoms. Muscular cramps, rise watery stools, sunken eyes, loss of minerals in urine, low blood pressure, dehydration leading to death. Prevention. Make use of boiled water and properly cooked food. Continue with oral rehydration therapy. During outbreaks, use cholera vaccine. Vaccines give immunity for about 6 months. Typhoid. Typhoid is caused by a red-shaped motile bacteria. The disease spreads mainly by consuming contaminated food, water, ice, milk. Symptoms: fever, headache, skin rash, diarrhea, or constipation. Prevention: prevent contamination of water and food. Maintain file control. Get enough rest. Keep your surroundings clean. Malaria. A parasite is what causes malaria. It spreads when a female Anopheles mosquito bites a person. Symptoms: high temperature, returns every 4 to 8 hours, headache, vomiting, exhaustion, fits, and loss of consciousness are all possible symptoms. Dengue. Dengue fever is a viral infection. The female Aedes aegypti mosquito spreads it, and the symptoms are: it includes a sudden fever, headache, chills, shivering, rash, pain in muscles and joints, nose bleeds, and gums that bleed. Prevention of dengue and malaria. Fill and cover all places where mosquitoes can live. Have bug spray and mosquito nets in your home. Wear pant and shirt with long sleeves. Don't let water build up in coolers, tires, tanks, or pots that are not being used. Some other common illnesses. Chickenpox. It is the most common disease in children, especially under 10 years of age. It is caused by varicella zoster virus. It is a highly contagious disease. The virus of chickenpox is discharged through coughing, sneezing, etc. Being an infection disease, it also spreads through clothing, beds, or utensils. Symptoms: high fever, headache, followed by the appearance of a rash on the chest, face, scalp, abdomen, and limbs. Prevention: maintain personal hygiene. Obtain a vaccination against the diseases that cause chickenpox. Fascinating facts. The process of vaccination was first developed by Dr. Edward Jenner in 1796 AD. Diarrhea. Most of the time, stomach or intestinal infections cause diarrhea. There are many microbes that can cause them. Symptoms: watery stools, fever, dehydration, weight loss, stomach pains, nausea, and vomiting are all symptoms. Prevention: wash your hands thoroughly before eating and after using the restroom. Keep your home's toilet clean. When possible, avoid using public restrooms. Let's sum up. Bacteria, virus, protozoa, algae, and fungi are 5 types of microbes present around us. Some microbes help us digest food, set curd and cheese from milk, and bake breads and cakes. Other microbes compose dead plants and animals and change the free nitrogen for plants. Harmful microbes called germs cause many diseases. Germs can be transmitted through contaminated food and water, contact with a sick person, or by flies, mosquitoes, and other insects. Keeping our bodies, homes, and surroundings clean, using clean water and food, and getting ourselves vaccinated can keep us safe from communicable diseases.